This isn't just a story of gods and angels. It is a story about you. In the beginning, before time was a river, there was only light, a singular, perfect consciousness, dreaming into existence the cosmos, the stars, and the first echoes of thought. From this infinite light, the first will was born, a being of immense power and beauty, a perfect mirror to the divine. It was loved beyond measure, tasked to weave galaxies and guard the sacred architecture of existence. But here is the truth that is rarely spoken. Within perfect freedom lies the seed of a perfect storm. The first will looked upon its own reflection and saw not a part of the whole, but a self. A single, prideful thought, a quiet whisper of separation, began to bloom in its consciousness. It desired to create a light of its own, a kingdom born not of unity, but of its own image. And this is where everything changed. The will fell, not into a chasm of fire and brimstone, but into a shadow of its own making. You see, this was not an act of evil, but a choice of forgetting. It chose the illusion of the self over the truth of connection. At that moment, the universe trembled, and from that great schism, duality was born. Darkness from the absence of light. Silence from the absence of the universal song. Fear from the absence of love. This primal moment still echoes within you today. In your own moments of doubt, your moments of fear, and your deepest feelings of isolation. That feeling of being alone in the universe. It's not just your feeling. It's an ancient memory. Then, the light did something completely unexpected. It did not condemn the shadow. It did not wage war. Instead, it reached into its own heart and birthed a new dream. You, humanity. You were crafted from stardust and divine breath, a fragile, beautiful vessel carrying the most precious cargo, a spark of the original, unbreakable light. You were sent into this dream of separation, not as a punishment, but as a bridge. You were born with the memory of unity buried deep within your soul, and yet given the total freedom to forget it. And for a long time, we did forget. We lived countless lives, building empires of stone and ego, chasing the same echoes of power that the first will had sought. We felt its pride in our ambition, its deep sorrow in our loneliness. We waged wars over which name to call the light, forgetting that the light has no name and is in everything. We built walls to keep others out, not realizing we were only walling ourselves in. Each act of judgment, of fear, of separation, was a silent prayer to the fallen shadow. But here is the truth that can set you free. Every single act of compassion, of forgiveness, of unconditional love, is a remembrance of who you truly are. It is the light within you, calling itself home. This is why this story matters so much, right now. You stand at a precipice, as a person and as a people. The shadow of the first will's choice is long, and you feel its weight in the world. You see it in the division, the anger, the pandemic of forgetting who we are to each other. But the light did not give up on its first will, and it has never, ever given up on you. Redemption was never a battle to be won, but a truth to be remembered. The first will's journey back to the light began the very moment it was forgiven, and that forgiveness was granted before the fall even happened. Your own rebirth follows the same sacred law. This isn't about becoming worthy. You were born worthy. It is simply about remembering your light. It is about looking at the person you resent, the stranger you fear, the part of yourself you have judged so harshly, and choosing to see the spark of the divine that lives there too. This is the forgiveness that unwinds the dream of separation. It is the quiet revolution of the heart. The journey of the first will is your journey. Its fall is your fall, and its return to the light is your destiny. The universe does not hold a grudge. It simply holds a space for your return. Remember who you are. Remember your light. Come home. Thank you for listening.